What's up guys, I'm Tom7 and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news and rumors video. And I'm very happy to say that the fee has been agreed between AC Milan and Balotelli, so he will fly for a medical today to Liverpool, and if the medical goes through and if every paperwork is sorted out, he could be unveiled later tonight or tomorrow. It's just unfortunate that the deal can't be completed before the deadline to register him for the Man City game. How awesome would that be if Balotelli made his debut against Man City? But I think it's kind of a good thing as well, because now he has a whole week to prepare for Tottenham and we can bet him in. Rodgers can work on the training field with him and with the whole squad. And also Rodgers will put very strict clauses regarding Balotelli's behavior on and off the pitch. So he will only, Rodgers will put a contract on the table for Balotelli where there will be clauses regarding of his future conduct. So if Balotelli misbehaves like before, he will get punished, he will get less money, or so he will be motivated contract-wise as well to behave on and off the pitch as well. But he's 24 years old and he's maturing. He has a fiancé and he's now settled with his family life. So there is hope that he will get into less trouble than when he was at Manchester City. And the deal is rumored to be around 90k to 110k a week, regarding of which newspaper you read, and of course there could be bonuses as well. The fee is around 16 million plus 2 million pounds add-ons and bonuses, which is a really good steal, a really good bargain, I have to say. And I think Rodgers was honest when he said he wasn't interested in Balotelli. He wasn't really looking to bring him in when he said that like 3 weeks ago in one of his press conferences. But I think he changed his mind, because we wanted to bring in Cavani and Falcao, but they are not available, or Falcao prefers a move to Real Madrid. So I think Rodgers turned to Balotelli because for 60 million he's not that big of a risk, even if the transfer doesn't work out, which I'm really sure that if Rodgers can't put Balotelli's career back on track, then nobody can, because Rodgers is one of the best managers in football, and he can bring out the best from everyone. I mean, Coutinho was an alright player at Inter Milan, and Rodgers turned him into an absolute superstar, this little Brazilian magician. Sturridge couldn't really settle at Man City and Chelsea. They didn't really have confidence in him. Rodgers brought him in and he turned him into an absolute world-class striker as well. Same with Suarez. I mean, Suarez under Kenny Dalglish, he was misfiring a lot, and he didn't score as many goals. I mean, if you look at the stats, Suarez scored something like 26 goals in his first 50 games. Sturridge scored 36 goals in his first 50 games or something like that. And yeah, basically Rodgers and his management skills turned Suarez into a world-class player as well. And look at Henderson, for example, the improvement that Henderson made in the last 2 years. I'm sure that Rodgers has a huge hand in that. So I'm really confident that Rodgers can work his magic with Balotelli. So let me know, what do you think about this in the comments below. And also there are some rumors that we offered Samuel Eto'o 1-year deal on £75,000 a week with an option for an extension if he does well, 75k plus bonuses. And I'm not sure, what do you think about this, guys? Because there are talks and from very reliable sources that if we manage to sign Balotelli, we will move on Borini for 40 million. He will be sold to Sunderland, and then we might bring in another striker. I'm not sure what to think about this, but you know, Eto'o is another player who can play across the front three, just like Balotelli. Balotelli doesn't. It's not his only position to play up front. So we could play Sturridge up front, Balotelli just off him, or vice versa. And if one of them gets injured, we could put in Eto'o as well. I don't really want Eto'o, to be honest. I would prefer to sign a center defensive midfielder. There are talks of us moving on Lucas Leiva and Daniel Agger. Napoli and Rafael Benitez, the former Liverpool manager, are interested in both of them. There are talks between Napoli and Liverpool regarding of those transfers. Lucas said himself yesterday that if a good offer comes in, which is good for Liverpool, he might move on. But at the moment he's committed to Liverpool, so he is happy if he stays as well. And I really, Lucas, after his big injury where he was out for like 6 months with a knee injury, he's not the same player as he was before. He lost a lot of pace and mobility, and with Rodgers' high pressing, high tempo game, we can't really accommodate Lucas because he's just too slow, too pedestrian, and he doesn't have the energy of Henderson. And of course, Gerrard lost a lot of pace, so we can't have two players who are really slow like Gerrard and Henderson. And Gerrard is not a classic defensive midfielder. He's more like a holding midfielder who is a playmaker. And I really worry when both Gerrard and Lucas are on the pitch, we are not as solid defensively as, for example, when Joe Allen and Gerrard is there, or when Emre Can and Gerrard is there. So I would, and also there are, of course, another transfer window goes by where we are linked with Xabi Alonso. I'm convinced that Rodgers would love to bring him back. I'm just not sure if Alonso would leave Real Madrid for Liverpool at this stage of his career. Maybe next summer. But there are talks of Lucas being sold to Napoli and us trying to bring in Xabi Alonso. So let me know, what do you think about that? I would absolutely love Xabi Alonso at Liverpool. He is another player who has immense passing capabilities, and also we are linked with Alex Song of Barcelona. I would really love to replace Lucas with someone like a player like Song, who has much better defensive capabilities than Lucas, and he can also, he is much faster, agile, and he can slot into our high pressing game much more. So no offense to Lucas, I really like him as a player. He's worked hard, and he's really a fan favorite, but he's just not, I'm not sure if he's good enough for us when we are trying to challenge for the Premier League, trying to get far in the Champions League. So let me know, what do you think about all these that I talked about in this video in the comments below, and thanks for watching guys. See you later. Goodbye.